Hello everyone, Cup here, and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. We have the mini tournament European starting in just a moment here. Let's see if we can find some good matches today. Strong roster this time for sure. Sarah, Andy, Cast, Red. I don't know who this person is, by the way. I only started seeing this person like 2 days ago, and all of a sudden they are almost the highest ranked CP player. So this might be a Smurf of some sort or something. I don't know who this is, but seems like a strong player as well. And yeah, let's see if we can find a good match. Andy versus Steel Sane, a very good match. I want to watch Sarah, but maybe not this match. And I think Rat versus Cast is maybe the strongest here right now. Also Andy versus Steel Sane, so these both are kind of the same calibers for me. However, I remember spectating Andy and Steel Sane, I think, last tournament. And I don't think Rat played last tournament, so let's spectate them this time. Hope everyone is doing well. This is the short tournament, and this will be 4 matches total, maximum. So usually it's four matches, so it's like 1.5 hours or something. Yeah. So if you're unlucky, it can only last 3 matches sometimes, but usually it is 4 matches, and yeah, about 1.5 hours. Also, sorry by the way in case I sound a little bit off or if I speak less or something. I'm starting to get sick. My wife is already sick and at home, and she passed it on, I'm pretty sure, and I'm just in the middle of it happening and unfolding, I think. So tomorrow I'm probably dead. Well, for now I'm fine. But yeah, let's see. Curious to see if the patch from today... yes, exactly, 2. That's exactly what's happening. I'm curious to see if we will see some different strategies than last week due to the patch from today. I could see some more Stormcallers, maybe some more Vulcans than usual, and with a bit of luck, maybe also War Factory shenanigans, but not too confident about that one. New emotes here, by the way, added with today's patch. Okay, let me try and see if I think it worked. Yeah, I'm zoomed out further now. So I think I figured out a way to zoom out a bit further than usual again, as mentioned in my patch video. The usual way I did it was fixed, but I guess when you bug out the camera like this and go through the ground and press W at the same time, then it zooms out even further. Can give you a seizure for a moment or two, but once we're set, it's much better in my opinion to see a bit more than just like half of the battlefield. Alright, let's actually check out this match. I totally spaced out. Marksman specialist for blue and positioned mainly aggressively on the right side. And red is supply specialist with Stormcallers. Stormcallers and Chaff, kind of a good starting composition, because both crawlers as well as fangs buy these Stormcallers quite a bit of time. However, for Phoenixes, a bit of a problem. There are still some fangs, but not enough. Orange man dies though, the level 3 marksman, and that one gives a lot of XP. Let's see if one of the... No, not yet. Okay, I was wondering if one of these Stormcallers maybe would level, but not quite. Red picking mass-produced Sledgehammer. I love this card, personally. I really like to play this. It switches up the entire match, in my opinion, quite a bit, and in a good way. Just 100 cost Sledgehammers. You can basically start viewing them as chaff, just like crawlers or fangs, because they are the same cost. But they are better than crawlers or fangs. More tanky and small AoE damage, it's really nice. Both, by the way. That's awesome. Both players going for mass-produced Sledgehammers. And frontline mass-produced Sledgehammers here by blue. On the right side, I guess in general, just to rush the tower, and here to pressure these Stormcallers. Wish the devs let us do that zoom out without any tricks. Yes, me too. I don't know why it isn't a thing, because it is in the game, not just through this bug, but also when you use the automatic camera, it zooms out so much further than the normal manual zoom. So it is in the game, and it's like intended in the game because of the automatic camera, it uses it. So why not give us the choice to use it manually as well? Yeah, right side, not even close. It's looking... So far it's looking more stable and more convincing here for blue. Especially with the mass-produced Sledgehammers, once they get Mechanical Rage, and obviously because they are so cheap, they can just get spammed to a degree. You just put these all over the place on the front line with Mechanical Rage, and all of a sudden they push in so quickly, and these Stormcallers are getting overrun pretty quickly. And that's probably what's going to happen eventually. Guten Abend. Wie geht's? A little bit of German here. CNC manufacturing for both players. They really like to pick the same cards. Surrey picked up the jump drive for the Phoenixes and is repositioning them. I've seen Surrey... Oh, I said Surrey, and this is Surrey, but their in-game name is Rat. But they also go by the name Surrey. Really likes to use jump drive on the Phoenixes and move them around, and occasionally also do some interesting tricks with mobile beacon and get a cheeky tower kill here and there with them. Yeah, Surrey also very strong player as well. And here it is. Mechanical Rage on these sledgehammers, kind of as expected. Red already going for Fortress though, and Fortress obviously very strong against sledgehammers. We'll just one-tap them one after the other. And the mass-produced sledgehammers don't deal that much damage, so the Fortress will stay alive for quite some time against those. Oh, accidentally zoomed in. Sorry for that. Also some some flanking mass-produced sledgehammers on both sides, by the way. Right side once again pushing in pretty quickly, also obviously with the help of the right flank here. Couple of sledgehammers there. And yeah, tower debuff, just a couple of fangs, and once again these stormcallers left. But these stormcallers are not enough to take care of everything. Let me zoom out once more, I think. This is better. And now don't touch the mouse wheel ever again, because that resets the zoom. Heavy Mustang here costs 100 now and decreases range by 20 instead of 15. That's very good that it was nerfed. Also, we are not seeing any Mustangs here so far, by the way, on both sides, which I like. Mass-produced melting points coming down. I really like this. Mass-produced sledgehammers and mass-produced melting points by blue here. This is nice. You don't see that often. And yeah, melting points obviously there to deal with the fortresses. Probably expecting more as well. There already is one, so it's already good. But yeah, and there are coming more. One of the melters actually going in the flank. Right side getting pressured like crazy now, with the sledgehammers and melting points here, surrounding the right tower basically. 3 fortresses now on red side. Without any tech upgrades though. And I'm not sure if this is going to be enough for red. Let's see. Yo, Kobrak, what's up? Yeah, me too. Red has a nice style. Red does a lot of somewhat unconventional strats, and he does them on a high level as well, and that's awesome to see. Obviously it's not going to be insanely crazy cheese stuff usually, but it is a good mix of interesting and competitive at the same time. So I really like this. By the way, Kobrak, I know there was a World of Warcraft PvP player back in the day, also called Kobrak. Was that you or is that someone else? I'm still not sure. Amplifying core for blue, maybe also for red, with the giants on the board. Top supply is way too greedy now. Red almost dead, so red can't pick top supply here. Some crawlers in the front. And also crawlers spawn on the mating points as well. So trying to distract the fortresses as much as possible so they can't lock on to the mating points. And more mating points coming out, more crawlers spawn. And Fang spawn on the fortresses. That's, by the way, a classic SaraTzch strat, to spam fortresses with the Fang production. A classic rat strat. So it's funny to see Rat's opponent doing it. Another mating point in the flank as well. Not the strongest trash clear, not the strongest chaff clear here on Red's side. The fortress is getting stuck on the spawning crawlers now. And yeah, this just outplayed for the most part. Left side is getting in now though. But even with the left side getting the tower here, there are still 4 melting points with crawler spawn. And I don't think the Fangs and fortresses can deal with all those spawned crawlers and melting points. Oh, I shouldn't say rat. I got that comment on a video before, I think, because it's confusing. Because it's so similar to red, the color. And yeah. Tower also fell, and yeah, it is just destruction now. So clean game by blue here. GG's. Let's hop into another game probably. This was really quick. Not as good this time. Picking out the long games as I was last time, it seems. Andy and Steel Sane was the other one that I wanted to watch. Would have been a better choice, it seems. Though it was still interesting with the mass-produced sledges and mass-produced melters. So I don't mind. So one more. Like this, I guess. I really hate that I need to do this now because it looks so ugly. Glitching through the floor just to be able to zoom out. Let's see what's going on here. A lot of actives coming down. Fire and storm. And smoke is on the ground as well. Giant specialist blue. Supply and giant hunter red. So over time red will outvalue blue. With the giants here on the board. And it seems like Sledgehammer Snipers versus Vulcan and Phoenix. Classic matchup. Let's see what's better this patch, I guess. I expected Vulcan Phoenix to make a comeback this patch with the Vulcan buff. Yeah, they are both really strong players. I think it was these two that were in the final last week when I casted as well, so rematch. And yeah, it is Sledgehammer's marksman with Fang as chaff, and the Fangs are now getting portable shields as well. Sledgehammers with the armor enhancement, really good against the Vulcans. So Vulcans deal a lot less damage to the Sledgehammers here. Again, so many actives coming down. The EMP impact, the... what's it called? Missile strike on both sides as well. And yeah. This is basically classic I feel like I haven't seen this matchup since, or haven't seen it in like a month or so. Before it was super popular, but last month it was all about Mustangs and Fortresses. But yeah, it seems to be back. Marksman Sledgehammer versus Vulcan Phoenix. Sledgehammer is taking forever to die, from the Vulcans at least, and from the fire. Phoenix is really important here on blue's side. As well as the Fangs, super important to buy the Phoenix's time before they get shot down by the marksman. Tower falling now on the right though, and this is looking better now for blue here this turn. Mustangs were a little bit nerfed, but not directly, not really directly, so the subsidized Mustang card is now more expensive, as well as the heavy Mustang card. But also Vulcan got buffed, and Vulcan is a good counter to Mustangs as well. And the missile interceptor turrets should be less accurate over time now, so Stormcallers might actually be good again, to a degree at least. And Stormcallers also keep Mustangs in check. So a lot of indirect nerfs to Mustangs, I guess. But yeah, I still feel like it's not enough, and they should actually touch the stats of the Mustang once again. But I think they want to do it very carefully to not bring everything out of balance. Range and energy shield now on the Phoenixes here. And oh, there we go. 6 missile interceptor turrets. Trying to intercept the incendiary bomb from the Vulcan. Let's see if this is enough. I'm actually not sure, because for some reason the incendiary bombs of the Vulcan are getting shut down way less by missile interceptors. So missile interceptors missing the incendiary bombs quite a lot. Let's see if any fire lands or if 2 is enough for each. It is enough, it seems. Now here's a little bit of fire. It seems like 2 missile interceptor turrets per Vulcan with incendiary bomb is kind of enough. Not perfectly though. And wow, this is so much of a rollover here now for blue. Andy winning this match quite hard. This is a lot of damage. GG's. So yeah, marksman and sledgehammers not able to keep up. The chaff clear wasn't quick enough. These fangs tanked for a very long time, and Red's fangs died super quickly, obviously, to the Vulcan. Yeah, Vulcan is just better in this scenario to quickly clear chaff, and when the chaff war is won, then it doesn't matter if it's Phoenixes against marksmen or whatever, because whoever side still has chaff left will win, and this is what happened here. So yeah, GG's. And this was the final match of round 1. Possibly going to spectate Sara next match. Let's see who he's facing. Haven't seen Sara in a bit. Definitely also took somewhat of a small break, it seems. Or at least is playing way less than he was like a month or 2 ago. I don't know who this is. Funnily enough, I think just looking at this, I think the currently best match potentially is actually between two losers. It would be Cast and Steersane, in my opinion, but I just don't know everyone here. I don't know Nez, so someone mentioned the name in chat earlier. But we also just spectated Rat. So it's either Sarah versus Worm, I don't know who Worm is, or it is this number code, whatever this is, versus Vova. Actually, I want to check out this one now. I think I'm spectating Sarah next match, probably. I want to check out the number code person. Tasty bait for the cute portrait. Wait, what's the portrait? Oh, that's not cute. I think we have different definitions of cute here. I don't play as much at the moment. So, but when I play, it's in like 5 or 6 hours from now, something like that. But I haven't played as much recently. I was more focused on doing the videos and everything, and in general didn't have as much time to play myself. I rarely play twos, and if I do... You are also saying Sacco game. Is this Sacco? I heard someone say that before. This might be Sacco. I heard that before. How do you know though? Did Sacco say that, or why do people think this is Sacco? Yeah, 100%. Because it is. How do you know though? How can you guess that? But yeah, 2v2 I played with a friend a bit, but we haven't played in like 4 weeks or something. So yeah, I'm also not really playing 2v2 at the moment. Alright, let's actually check out what's going on here. So, Marksman Specialist for blue. Going aggressive on the right side with some crawlers and mustangs. Interesting positioning as well here. Very interesting positioning and different positioning. And red is supply specialist with stormcrawlers and arclights and some crawlers. Added vertically behind the stormcrawlers, by the way, so they could split up behind them. Stormcrawlers against mustangs, too good here. And the crawlers not doing as much as they or need to be doing with the arclights on the other side. So far, starting setup looking better for red here. And orange man goes down. That's a ton of XP, almost level 2 on these stormcrawlers. What's your in-game name, by the way, Jim? I probably recognize your name as well. Mass-produced sledgehammers once again. Why does this show up? Oh, you are Soja. Yeah, okay. I know who you are. Mass-produced sledgehammer once again showing up, and once again both players picking mass-produced sledgehammers. Same as the first game. And looking at this right now though, it's quite a bit better for red. Playing mass-produced sledgehammers into so many crawlers and mustangs is really good. Good loadout on the Stormcallers. I run the same thing now, these 4 techs. I also started experimenting with HE ammo. I didn't have it on for quite a while, but I'm expecting to play more Stormcallers this meta since last patch anyways, so. Crawlers coming through on the left. And actually taking the tower here as well. But it's just the one marksman left on the right side. Probably still going to die to these Stormcallers. Never mind. Going for the tower. Smart marksman. Very smart. Also never mind. Still enough damage. Stormcallers can dish out quite a bit of damage. Even when EMP'd from the tower. Or with the tower debuff. Wait, did the time run out? But the timer is still running on the top. I think this is bugged with spectating games and everything. I think the timer ran out actually in-game. Or? No. Never mind. I'm stupid. I feel like there was still 1 unit on the board, no? I need to rewatch that. I feel like something was bugged just there. But anyways. Underground threat for red. And intensive training for blue. Leveling those mustangs. Mustang levels so good. And already getting mechanical rage on the sledgehammers by red here. And more sledgehammers as well. So 6 packs of sledgehammers already. Fully decked out. Also more sledgehammers by blue. By the way, this could be devastating for blue here. Getting backdoored by these crawlers. They will get to the tower. Yeah, undefended. So this will be a hard win this round for red, I'm pretty sure. Power debuff and yeah. Pretty much everything will die. Also, Crawler's going to take out the missile interceptor turret that was placed here on the right. Minus 100. At least the bubble isn't going to die, it seems. Yeah, bubble is still holding, but still. Minus 100 value, minus so much HP as well. Very bad round for blue here. And yeah, in general, the setup though... Advanced firepower control system for blue and fire for red. But in general, the setup here is just so much better for red with these Stormcallers. Stormcallers into the both mass-produced sledgehammers as well as mustangs are just so good. They actually do so much here, just level 1 Stormcallers. Yeah, look at this one. This is top damage. So don't underestimate even level 1 Stormcallers in this. Just two level 1 Stormcallers already do so much. In this setup especially, of course. Leveling crawlers. Oh, that actually makes a difference here. So these sledgehammers do not one-shot level 2 crawlers anymore. This makes actually a difference. However, fire on the ground here will kill at least this pack as well. More sledgehammers coming down. No levels on pretty much anything. Just the crawlers were leveled so far by red. And yeah, mass-produced sledgehammers, not that much HP, so they also die to fire pretty quickly. These Mustangs now though, they need to carry. Also, I didn't see this, backdooring sledgehammers now as well. So blue really needs to check the flanks here and actually position something in the back so this doesn't happen every turn. This was really bad this turn. This actually changed the outcome of this turn, it seems. Blue could have won this, but not with the tower falling. Also, look at this damage! Just 2 Mustangs! Look at this! It's so stupid. Mustangs with this item and leveled Mustangs with this item. So stupid how quickly they deal damage. Is this enough? Oh! Oh. Yeah, blue would have won this round. Quite significantly. If it wasn't for these backdooring sledgehammers. Smoke bomb for red. And also for blue. And more sledgehammers in the flank. Also, I just saw phoenixes. Yeah, over here. Some phoenixes added as well. Not fully sure for what, to be honest. Just some anti-air, I guess. Maybe, yeah, just to protect against overlords, potentially. Because there's actually no anti-air on red's board right now. Other than the Phoenix pack that was just placed. And please, blue, do something. Okay. Other side. The crawlers, are they going to attract? Or maybe just half of it or something? I'm not sure how this works out. But it's not going to be enough, I think, to deal with the sledgehammer. So, okay, never mind. There's another sentry now. So blue is defending the flanks. No backdooring this turn. Smoke was blocked. A good part of it by red, not by blue. And the left side is absolutely getting destroyed now with the smoke. Sledgehammers just driving forward into their death. However, right side coming through. Mustangs once again. Mustangs with item. Doing so much. Where are they? There. Level 4 Mustangs with this. Just melting everything now. Yup, yup, yup. You love to see it. Leveled Mustangs with this item. Classic. And that's why Mustangs are still too good. I feel like items are probably the big problem with Mustangs at the moment. Too many really good items for Mustangs, and the items are kind of cheap as well. Rhino Assault going for backdoor once again, but it's not going to... I think the Rhino's getting taken out by the level 2 crawlers. Oil coming down by red. Trying to buy some more time here on the right. So right side was run over kind of hard last turn because of these Mustangs. So oil... Oh, never mind. I was wondering, will there also be fire? And the answer is yes. Stormcallers now have the incendiary bomb upgrade. So this oil will get set off on fire. And Mustangs will pretty much die. Though with the additional range, these Mustangs can still do a lot of damage before they actually drive far enough forward to die in the fire. Also adding some crawlers here, by the way, in the flanks to take the sentry if there is another sentry placed. And then the sledgehammers in the back are open to go through. However, by the way, blue adding steel bolts now. Round 6, level 1 steel bolts. Very unconventional. Seeing steel bolts this late and level 1 steel bolts as, at that. Rhino coming through, actually. I did not see that. Crawlers were pulled away. So crawlers pulled away to the left and these Mustangs and everything pulled away to the right, so the tower was open. And fire also did a lot here, taking out the Mustangs after all. So this round was won by actives. The oil was really good and the Rhino drop as well. Well, in combination with positioning these flank units, obviously, and oh, almost game. Very close. I would say so, Jim. Or that's... I also would say that upgrading mass-produced units is 80% of the time not necessary. It will kind of depend. So in this case it might actually make a difference because upgraded sledgehammers would be able to one-shot once again the level 2 crawlers. But as long as you're not getting overrun by the crawlers, I wouldn't also not consider it, and that's not really happening, so yeah, I still wouldn't upgrade these. So I'm with Red, I'm with Sacco here to not upgrade these sledgehammers. It's not really making a difference here. Rather use the money for something else. Iron Blast coming down, going to take out quite a few Mustangs probably. Underground threat in the back. A lot of bubbles coming down, also trying to protect against Iron Blast himself, I'm assuming. Yep. Mustangs getting absolutely wrecked by both fire as well as the Iron Blast. This was so good here. And yeah, this is Red's match for sure. Absolutely getting wrecked. So basically this one pack, or these 3 packs of Mustangs next to each other, but especially that one leveled pack with the item, is basically the one key unit here for blue. And if Red can take care of this, or of these 3 altogether, this is just game. So as soon as these die, it's over. And yeah, with the Iron Blast and the fire obviously as well, these couldn't really do anything. Well played by Red, by potentially Sacco. I'm still not sure, but I've been told twice now, so let's say that's Sacco. GG. Playing off stream. I cannot believe it. Also, Andy versus Tasty Bait still going. Let's check it out. For picking lightning storms, and close your eyes. I'm going to spasm out. Okay, there we go. You can look again. This is not cute. Stop. What's going on here? So, Vulcan Marksman. Hey, also something I haven't seen in forever. And wow, Mustang Fortress. That's something I have seen every day. So yeah, I'm hoping Andy wins this, to be honest. I don't want to see any more Mustang Fortress. So sometimes you just get pushed into this direction. I also sometimes play Mustang Fortress just because it happens to be the best counter. But yeah. I'm not a cat person at all. I have a dog myself, but not this kind of dog. I like furry kind of dogs. And it seems, well, the flank came through just now, but other than that, it seemed like blue would be winning this pretty hard, and they still are. So fire on the ground, pretty good against Mustangs, it seems. And the leveled marksman with elite marksman upgrade deal a ton of damage to quickly take care of the fortresses as well. GG's. Huskies are nice. I don't have a husky though, I have a Labrador Poodle mix. There are actually some pictures on my community tab, under my community tab here on my YouTube channel, if you want to have a look. But yeah, GG. Labradoodle, exactly. Wait, there's still one more going. Let's quickly check out what's going on here. But should be over any moment. Alright, what's going on here? Wow, so what am I looking at? What is this? EMP, EMP, so many wasps. What's this board here? I've never seen a board like this. And 3 Vulcans and Marksmen once again here, so this I have seen. This is pretty standard, this is not standard at all. Interesting. Top supply, okay, both picking, or did pick top supply at some point, so yeah, this is a long game, round 10 already. Let's see if it ends now. Also, let me turn off chat, I forgot once again, don't want to get spoiled. Wait, hold, I don't find it, I need to check again after this. Okay, let's see. Can all these wasps do something? So blue added Mustangs with anti-air and range to deal with all those wasps, and that's very important. So they don't hold up the marksman for forever. Wow, these leveled Stormcallers dealing so much damage. Level 3 Vulcan dying so quickly. Left side actually getting through and getting the tower here. I did not think this would go this way, but it seems like red is going to take this. It's very close though, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough damage this turn, it might though. Is it enough? I don't think so. No, it's not enough damage. Yeah, it's not even close. Round 11. Let's see. Interesting. Very interesting. Photon emission for both players. Yeah, it's a lot of value. A lot of units on the board. A lot of clumped up units. So a lot of units can take that buff on both sides. Yeah, long games are the best, but they don't happen that often. And I find especially, like, if you go above 2k MMR, these games don't last longer than round 9 or something, like ever. I feel like the higher you get, the shorter the matches actually to a degree, because those players will just capitalize on the opponent's mistakes and really push their advantage so hard that they will deal a lot of damage quickly and just end the game. So the very long games like round 12, 13 or something, I've only ever seen in like more mid-range MMR games or lower MMR games. But yes, I agree. Longer games are awesome. Also, I wish in general maybe everyone would get more health or something, so we could get longer matches on average. I would really like that. I also enjoy longer games. Yeah, more health, more eco, exactly. I agree. Alright, let's see here. Can all of these wasps hold up against all of these mustangs once more? Or is this now a critical mass of mustangs? Wasps are down and left tower is not falling this time. Not as quickly at least. So seems like the mustangs made the difference here. Also there's an overlord here which cannot get answered by red. Red does not have any anti-air left at least. So all wasps are dead, and I think there were also a couple of mustangs or something. But everything is dead that could attack the overlord. Yes, the overlord is single-handedly going to win the round here for blue. Also, this you don't see often, that someone gets through with something like this. Just having a single overlord to win the round, basically, and not take all this damage. This would have been over if this overlord was answered. And overlord couldn't even kill everything. Both players taking damage. Time ran out. Very funny game. Iron Blast for red. This overlord actually saved the day here. And yeah, both players picked Iron Blast. It would be funny if this round blue would win again just because of the overlord. Because an overlord deals exactly 400 damage. And yeah, if blue would win with just the overlord once again to finish this. Let's see what happens. But yeah, a lot more mustangs were added by red with anti-air as well. That's crazy though. Look at this. What? So many mustangs with anti-air upgrade, and it's just for this overlord? Oh, actually there's a second one. I'm blind. But yeah, 2 overlords and so many level 2 mustangs with anti-air to answer it. Well, I guess better safe than sorry, and better have too much anti-air, I guess. Holy effects. Photon, iron blasts, fire. So much going on here. And this is actually still, once again, a close round here. But it seems like red is running over the blue now. These tanks did not die quickly enough and now provide the remaining tankiness, or the needed remaining tankiness for red to win this round here. And that's enough damage as well. GG's, round 12. Very interesting. Also, is this an in-game avatar that you can buy in the shop? Looks fancy. Alright, next round. Let's see. So yeah, this is exactly the top 4 that I expected. It's Red, Sarah, Number Guy, probably Sacco, and Andy. So yeah, no, not a single surprise here. It's good to see though that like skill actually gets through in the end. So even though there are some luck factors in this game, obviously, but overall the skilled players seem to advance way more often. Or at least in my book, skilled players, let's say that. Some of the others I don't recognize by name. Alright, Red versus Andy or Number... I want to see Sarah. I haven't seen Sarah yet, so I want to spectate Sarah. And I personally really enjoy Sarah because Sarah likes to play a very similar style as me. Or like me, whatever. And also, let's see if Sacco chokes. Yeah, I had a similar experience, Soja. I also have one second account, and I also went something like that, and also ended up in the same, so very similar story, similar MMR and similar amount of games and everything. I still don't get the shop avatars, to be honest. It doesn't really make sense as long as there are Steam profile pictures. I'm assuming they will disable Steam profile pictures at some point, but I don't know. Also, I really hope they introduce skins for units as well. That would be awesome. Alright, Sarah, Rhino, Mustang, Crawler. Okay, this is nice. Well, let's see actually. So I'm expecting Sarah to maybe not play aggressive, because Sarah also more often than not plays standard. And I want to see how Sarah uses the Rhino in a standard setup. Blue is Supply Specialist, Banks, Steel Balls, might go aggressive. And yeah, Red is Rhino, Crawler, Mustangs. Let me spasm out a bit again. Here we go. And yes, blue is positioning forward, kind of as expected. Adding more fangs. And red added more crawlers. So in theory, the Mustang crawlers should win this. And they do, it seems. Curious to see what blue has in mind here. If they are planning to go for full-on fang aggression, but I don't think so. Red already starting with Mustangs. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they are. I'm not fully sure about this. Committing to Fangs when the opponent already starts with Mustangs like this. Mustang's just too good against Fangs. However, Red really needs the range on the Mustangs, because right now the Fangs here actually outrange the Mustangs. And that might be good enough this turn, but not sure. Crawler's kind of annoying and buy a lot of time. So might still not be enough here, yeah. And Red can now just get range as well on the Mustangs, since Red saw Blue taking range on the Fangs. So Blue invested in Fangs, and Red now knows this and can also react and invest some money. You don't want to commit to something too early, and I feel like Blue is doing that though. Rhino in the flank coming down. Also this turn Red getting the level 2 Rhino with amplifying core, so it's a beast. As long as it doesn't get locked on too by the steel balls, this will be Red's round. So yeah, there's basically no question. If the Rhino doesn't get locked onto by the steel balls, this Rhino is just going to single-handedly take out everyone else, basically. So let's see how the engagement goes. However, sentries here placed, right and left, and they will take out the steel balls. So the steel balls are not going to take down the Rhino. And these two flanking Rhinos getting taken down before they spawn in, basically. And yeah, this is such a hard win for Red. I'm not so sure here for Blue. Blue really needs to get something under control here. Losing super hard now. Getting quite a lot of damage in already. So if this continues like this is over round 5. However, having said that, Fangs obviously only get strong later on, so with levels and tech upgrades. And here we go. We got some more levels and we get another tech upgrade. So it makes sense. Let's see if this is the breaking point now and if the Fangs are now all of a sudden strong enough. One Rhino was sold here in the left flank. Right Rhino probably also getting sold in the next turn. I guess it was just a try to see if they could get through here. Not sure. Definitely didn't work out and was abandoned immediately here on the left. Range on the Mustangs did come down now, so they do outrange the Fangs once again. No sentries to take down the steel balls, but they are just level 1 steel balls and just get taken out by Mustangs actually. And the Fangs not strong enough to deal, definitely not to deal with this Rhino, but also not to deal with the Mustangs on the right either. So once again, kind of a hard loss here. Not sure what the plan is here by Blue. Again, I feel like this was already not good, round 2. I wouldn't commit into Fangs when the opponent already has Mustangs like this. Alright, here we go. Fortress is coming now in with barriers. This is definitely important and could turn this theoretically. However, on the right side, fire probably coming down and will land to a degree and probably take out these 2 packs of Fangs here, which is not good at all. Also, this level 1 fortress, probably not even enough damage to take down this level 2 Rhino with amplifying core either. So in theory it's good, but not sure if it can take on the Rhino even. Oh, fire was placed a bit closer, and now it's actually getting blocked to a good degree. It was a bit better placed before it was moved. Barrier tanking quite a bit of damage, but, well, Mustangs do Mustang things and just slowly but surely melt everything in their way. Level 2 Rhino with amplifying core just punched the fortress. And yeah, this is it. Not a close game whatsoever. But once again, I'm not sure I understood Blue's game plan here from the start. GG's. So yeah, I think you're right. This might be Sacco, because these kinds of throws I only see by Sacco. So you might be right. All right. I'm joking, by the way. I love Sacco. Sacco is awesome. Oh, you have spoke. Okay, and you know. Okay, this is Sacco 100%. Yeah. But yeah, I was joking anyways. So, Red and Andy are still going and both really high health. So let's check that out. This is way closer. Round 5, yes. Oh, and this and this. Yeah. Okay, what's going on here? Cost control, strike specialist, and they are making use of it. Positioning units in the flanks here. And red is quick supply, nothing else. Level 3 Rhino is... Wait, where did this come from? I'm confused. Oh, Elite Rhino. Okay, there it is. Blue picked the Elite Rhino card and can now recruit level 3 Rhinos. And yeah, there is a level 3 Rhino now in the flank with amplifying core. And by the way, here's the classic Phoenix with jump drive and mobile beacon stuff that I already mentioned earlier. Red likes to do this. And yeah, they're actually getting through here pretty easily. This side not really defended. I'm assuming the Phoenixes were on the right side before and were moved to here just now. That's why there was basically no defense on the left. And they're also going to take this tower now. Completely uncontested. Very strong movement. And yeah, I agree. Elite specialist, or at least elite Rhino with strike specialist, very scary. All of a sudden a level 3 Rhino very close to your units in the flanks there. And yeah, just punch. It's so funny to me to see Rhinos just punching giants and taking out giants. And this was the first round win for Blue here, I think. It seemed like. I think Andy was still at full health. So this seems to be a turning point. Tower debuffs as well as the level 3 Rhino. Did a lot there. Missile device specialist. So sentries now deal quite a bit of damage. What is that? 15,000. Right? I think 15,000 per. Which is quite a bit. So if you place 4 sentries here, theoretically they would almost kill this fortress. I love this song. No! I used my mouse wheel again. Okay, there it is. So, yeah. Red is doing Fortress Fang, kind of classic, and red is doing shenanigans. I really like this. Once again, very interesting plays by red here, with the level 3 rhinos and mobile beacon stuff and repositioning the phoenixes and everything. Very nice to see. Taking the left tower once again. Okay, also before I forget again, never mind, let's just wait out this round, but I want to turn off the chat so I'm not getting spoiled again. That's a lot of crawlers, replicate crawlers. Punch, punch. Alright, let me turn off the chat. There it is. Okay. Oh, the deployment module looks like an item for red here with the level 3 rhinos. Maybe. Anti-interference, not really needed. Heavy Mustangs, not a game for it right now. EMP could also be good, I guess. Never mind. Actually going to pick up the anti-interference module. I really expected the redeployment on the level 3 Rhino, but going for the anti-hack instead. And adding another level 3 Rhino and getting the power armor, so they have more health and can't get slowed. Oof. Oof. This sentry is a missile device specialist sentry and will take out this entire pack here. The steel bolts only have 10k and this sentry deals 15k, so this is dead. And this, if this Rhino gets just mobile beaconed here to the tower, it can just take the tower. Actually, missile device specialist and aggressive Rhino play, or aggressive plays in general, are actually such a good combo, because you can clear whatever's in front with a sentry. Oh, never mind. That one sentry that we just saw was actually not by red. That was placed by Andy here, but red also placed the sentry after all. And yeah, way is clear. Yes, you are correct. That was red's sentry. However, red or blue, I gotta say blue, blue's sentry came in after all and did take out that entire pack. And yeah, this is 3 level 3 rhinos. There's no way level 1 fortresses can deal with those, especially with all these replicate crawlers. Yep, getting wrecked. Wow, that is enough damage already. GG. Well played by red. Well played by Surrey. And once again, interesting plays. Replicate crawlers did quite a bit, I think, and also obviously the level 3 rhinos. Very neat. Cool. GG. Not the longest games today, at least by the high rank players, I guess. Let's see what's going on here. Last match before we go on to the final. Going on here, cost control versus heavy armor and mass-produced melting points. And there are 4 melting points already. So making use of those mass-produced melting points. And they seem to be very good here because blue is going for fortresses and melting points, kind of the natural counter to fortresses. And the melting points also with crawler production, so they spawn some annoying crawlers that are in the way, and the fortresses target the crawlers and can't kill the melting point. Also, the punches on the fortresses might get distracted by the crawlers as well. Iron Blast by blue, fire by red. Mustangs with range are getting added to help out with the chaff clear, to deal with the spawning crawlers. And more melting points getting spammed by red here. And by the way, melting points would not be nearly as good if it wasn't for these arc lights. These arc lights with range actually do quite a bit. They can quickly take care of the chaff, to a degree at least. Shielded fangs still hold out for a bit, but without good chaff clear, melting points are actually not good. You need to be able to quickly and efficiently clear the opponent's chaff, otherwise your melting points are not going to lock on to the good targets. And there was a fortress in the flank as well, but quickly got shut down by the melting point once more. Iron Blast took down one melting point and nothing else, I think, or not much else at least. And still so many melting points alive. And these range arc lights taking care of the Mustangs, and melting points taking care of the fortresses. Emote coming out here, and another emote coming out. Another emote. I have not seen this one. This is new to me. Waving the white flag. Giving up here. Wow, how many emotes do you have? And another one. Showing off all the emotes now. GG's. Alright. Mass-produced melters. Very fun, very fun. Let's see the final match. It will be between Rat and Sarah. Let's see if Sarah can deal better with the kind of unpredictable, somewhat odd strategies by Red. Now I'm saying Red. By Rat. By Surrey. Sarah definitely one of the players who could be able to defend whatever Surrey is throwing out. Exactly, I agree, Soja. That's exactly it. Sarah is super solid, and Rat is throwing out creativity for sure. All right. By the way, I also thought Sarah might be female, but Sarah is actually a dude, because I heard him talk. He was in a call with Sacco at some point, and he's very funny. I just hope that Red is going to throw out something creative once more, and that we can see someone like Sarah actually adapting and dealing with it as well. That would make a great match. And I could see this happening, so might be really good here, what's going to happen. Red with Supply Specialist, Arc Lights and Stormcallers, and Sarah with Quick Supply, Crawlers and Steel Balls. Interesting. This is more of an aggressive start, and it's not bad in Standard, but more would be quite the good start for aggressive play. And I think Sarah wants to win, going for Mustangs right away. Also, why is it that red is always blue? It would be so much more convenient if red was red. But yeah, interesting positioning here. Stormcallers here in front and some very far in the back in comparison. Maybe not done yet positioning. Or they... maybe he likes it like this, actually. Interesting. Already unconventional in my opinion, this positioning. So... Surrey doing what he does best. Stormcallers are going to have such a good time here. And are going to be very important for blue. Taking on all those steel balls as well as Mustangs. However, steel balls getting in and yes. Right? Yes. And now they are in the dead zone and can actually finish the remaining two Stormcallers. At least one of the steel balls. But actually, it has no HP left. So this one is going to die to this Arclight even with tower debuff. So this Arclight is going to win this actually. No matter what. Yeah, that one-shotting the two of them. Deployment module for both players. Nice. Once again, like I mentioned last match, this is, in my opinion, such a good item. Or such a rat item. Surrey really using redeployment in all sorts of ways and jump drive and everything like that a lot, so he's going to make good use of this, I'm sure. And Sarah, by the way, also put them on steel balls and moved it to the right here, spreading out a bit more. And in general, going to win the right side now pretty hard, because right side is barely covered by blue. Also, blue is not spending the credits. Not sure what's going on. Still waiting, I guess. Okay, upgrade, more crawlers. There was a... Wait, was that... Why was there just now a... Wasn't there a... Arclight? An Arclight in the flank here? Guess it was moved back. It's one of these three now, I guess. But yeah, right side is going to be won by red here. Level 2, by the way, already on one pack of the steel balls, and that is making quite the difference. Not quite enough. Yeah, not quite enough though. But these took quite a while to die. Close win for red here. I said red won the right side. At least that's what I was trying. Yeah, I'm sticking to blue and red now. And there are a lot of Stormcallers with fire. Subsidized Stormcallers were picked by both players. And 2 Stormcallers for red and 3 Stormcallers for blue. And the fire upgrade for blue as well. Red, by the way, is going for a quote-unquote tower cheese. This can be done when the tower is not covered by anything in front, and you can just put Stormcallers at the very front line, and then they will focus and kill the tower right away. So the enemy gets the tower debuff right away. However, in this case, there were Stormcallers placed, and they actually took the shots. So the tower cheese did not work. Actually, there's one Stormcaller left and still shooting the tower. Wait, did that deal no damage just now? Stormcaller is drunk. Now it's hitting. I think the entire 4 shots here did not hit last time. Finally got the tower debuff now. And that should be enough. Getting the other tower as well. A couple of crawlers here though. Working on the Stormcaller in the dead zone. They shouldn't be enough to deal with the steel balls and 2 Mustangs here. And yeah, even though blue had the fire upgrade on these Stormcallers, not able to win the round. And 2. So once again, an unconventional match, because you don't see this many Stormcallers like ever. In high ranked matches at least, let's say that. So this is already, once again, unconventional. Interesting. And a melting point was added and is in the very far back here on the right. So I'm assuming this one should only engage after all the small stuff has burned, and then the melting point can take out the steel balls. Didn't fully pay attention. I think Sarah added some crawlers and Mustangs, maybe. Also, there's one anti-missile device now, so that's actually funny. Red wants to win here the Stormcaller fight with the anti-missile device in the back. However, now there are some crawlers in the front, and the crawlers also help taking down these Stormcallers here. Anti-missile device not enough to shoot down all of these missiles, so a lot of them land and fire on the ground and everything, so this clumped up mess of units, all these steel balls as well as Mustangs, got absolutely wrecked by these Stormcallers this turn. So it seems like this was the critical mass of Stormcallers that Blue needed. Firing on this one missile device, standing in fire and not dying. It's so dumb, by the way. I think they have too much health also, the anti-missile devices. It's weird how tanky they are. Yeah, this is the round for Blue here. Melting point can get leveled. Let's see what Red is doing to answer all of these Stormcallers. Speed Specialist could be good against Stormcallers. Amplifying Core, obviously. Giant item, potentially. Or good on Steel Bolts as well, but the Steel Bolts already have items. No, the fire on the ground does not deal damage to the anti-missile devices, I'm pretty sure. However, active abilities like Ion Blast actually do damage the anti-missile devices, so I feel like that's kind of inconsistent. And more melters were added with a range upgrade in the very far back. And also Red is now going for melters. I'm not sure if Red is going to get these Stormcallers under control. This is not an answer to the Stormcallers. Maybe they are still not, or maybe Red is still not respecting all of these Stormcallers enough. But maybe I'm wrong. But I don't see how adding 2 melters will change the outcome here. Let's see. Also took a credit. So this is kind of a important round for Red. This fire killing everything. Yeah, it kind of just ends up being Stormcallers and melting points versus just the melting points on Red's side. This did not change anything. So Red needs something else, that's for sure. Definitely not looking good for Sarah right now. I feel like nobody has played this many Stormcallers in so long that Red probably forgot how to deal with Stormcallers. Adding Wasps now, and these actually help. There is no anti-air besides these melting points. And the Wasps will actually distract these melting points for quite a while. And can also, obviously Wasps also deal damage. So they can help take out the Stormcallers and everything as well. So Wasps is a good call here. This could make a difference. I didn't really like last turn by Red, but this turn it could be enough. At least there's a chance. Red sold out of the steel balls, by the way. No more steel balls. Just replaced basically by the matting points. And crawler spawn, crawler production on the matting points now. For blue. Wasps also pretty decent at dealing with crawlers, so they also help with that. That being said, Wasps definitely good this turn, however they also get countered somewhat easily, so next turn I'm strongly expecting blue to go for Mustangs probably, and then the Wasps are not that good anymore, and we are back at square one, where red does not really have an answer. But let's see if red is even going to win this round. It's really close. Missile interceptor turrets definitely helping. However, once we see some more crawlers spawn, yeah, crawlers distracting the mating points. Mating points with crawler spawn better than mating points without crawler spawn. Who would have thought? So yeah, this is not looking good for red here. So even with this wasp kind of one turn trick more or less, it was not enough to win the round, and this round blue can just react with some Mustangs, theoretically at least. Not sure if they are going to do it, we will see, but the wasps are probably not going to be as effective this turn. Fire coming down for both players. Getting shielded to a good degree. On red side, no shield yet on blue side. Also crawler spawn on the melting points here now, but only 2 melting points against 4 melting points. So yeah. 3 missile interceptors, probably not going to be enough to intercept all these stormcallers, and there will be fire on the ground, which will then take out a lot of crawlers once again and the Mustangs. This is not looking good for red, and look at this. More matting points, a lot more matting points, so 7 matting points now. Fire on the ground here on the left, actually taking down a lot of crawlers and stormcallers. And no Mustangs were added either, so not respecting the wasps, but wasps weren't enough last turn either. And yeah, look at this wall, the wall of melting points. Who cares about wasps? If you have enough melting points, they can also take care of the wasps. And spawning crawlers, just going to distract these rating points forever. And with that, this is going to be the match for blue. Red, aka Surrey, taking this tournament. GG's, well played. Interesting matches from red here, across the board. Once again, something a little bit unconventional. No aggression this time, however, mass stormcallers, which you don't really see, and also going for quite a lot of matting points with crawler spawn. Just in general, you don't see this type of board often by anyone else. So yeah, nice plays, nice interesting plays. And unfortunately, Sarah not able to somewhat make this close. This was pretty straightforward. The moment mass stormcallers with fire came out, this was basically blue's game, unfortunately. But yeah, GG's. Well played by Surrey. And this was also the final match. Alright. GG once again to Red. Nice games, nice games. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.